Kia ora, good evening. The sisters of a young man have described the agonising night he collapsed at home in Auckland, telling family, "I think I'm dying," after unknowingly drinking pure liquid methamphetamine. The death of Aidan Sangala has sparked a massive police investigation into the importation of meth brought into the country inside cans of beer. Police don't yet know how much liquid methamphetamine was smuggled in, but they have seized from the same Manukau address a significant 328 kilograms of meth in crystal form. Aidan's sisters say their baby brother was a man of God who's completely innocent and that he's a hero who's ultimately saved the lives of many others. He was their humorous, healthy, cheeky baby brother.
He was a man of God. He was the most loving, gentle giant. He lights up the room. Like, my baby brother really does light up the room.
He was a very talented boy. He was loved. He was the prince of our family.
It was the evening of March 2 that Aidan Sangala would abruptly and inexplicably fall seriously ill.
So I replay that night every single day, walking into this house, and just home's not the same without my baby brother.
Angela Sangala picked him up from work as a packer at Fonterra Mangere. She dropped him off at home with her partner and went to get fish and chips. A short time later, her partner called in distress, telling her to get home now. She could hear Aidan down the phone.
I could hear him on the other end of the phone screaming my mum's name. And he was like, "Mum!" Like, it was agony. And I was on the phone, and I think I went through 3 red lights just to get here.
When she arrived home, Aidan had collapsed and appeared to be having a seizure. He had a fever and racing heart.
He wasn't himself. It looked like he was possessed. He was like on the ground. He was like trying to fidget with his nose. And he turns to me and he was just like, "Sis, I'm dying."
Angela's a hospital doctor. Her instincts and training took over.
I was like managing his pulse and making sure that he had a pulse. And I was just like, "Stay with me, baby brother," until all of a few seconds when his hands became blue and his lips became blue in an instant, and I performed CPR.
She kept him alive until the ambulance arrived. But 5 days later, Aidan passed away. A positive result for meth in his urine was unexplainable. That was until Angela and her partner recalled the beer Aidan had drunk that night and what he'd told her partner about it.
Comes into the room where my partner was, who'd just finished a shower, and said, "Hey bro, is this meant to taste salty?" And my partner was just like, "No, beer's not meant to taste salty." So my partner had a sip of it and spat it out.
He instructed Aidan to wash his mouth out. No one knows how much Aidan consumed, but it's believed it was only a few sips. The beer was given to Aidan free, a tray of 24 cans. Police would later discover some cans indeed contained beer. Others had liquid methamphetamine. Hundreds were seized from this industrial unit in Manukau.
The can that he had drunk was just meth.
Incredibly, Angela's partner also drank a can, but his one was actual beer and nothing else. The so-called beers came from a workmate, and it's understood some of Aidan's colleagues were also given free trays.
It was a work colleague. His words were, "Oh, it's a friend from work."
Aidan's work pass still sits in his room where he left it after clocking off that day. His room adorned with what he was passionate about, his homeland of Samoa, the cross he wore every day. As the days have passed, Angela keeps wondering whether she could have done more to save her brother.
And it hurts because I didn't protect him. And I really should have. And it just feels like I failed him.
Aidan's oldest sister, Rachel, was appointed to help with the funeral.
The last thing you want to do is to go choose a plot to bury the baby of the family.
Both sisters are adamant their brother, known for playing the piano at church on Sundays, was a hero, saying his death prompted a public alert from police and the removal of the cans from Angela's home, which she says she or her partner could have consumed.
21-year-old kid, he saved our lives. And it sucks because he hasn't lived his life. I don't really care what people say. My brother died a hero. I'm sitting here because of him.
And now they want answers.
I don't want to be revengeful, but I want some justice for my baby brother.
Their parents' only son, who they always thought would carry the Sangala name for many years to come. Now, it's important to point out why Angela and Rachel agreed to talk to me. They said it was not only to honour their brother, but also to set the record straight for those who have made assumptions about Aidan's character and their family. Aidan was not typically a beer drinker, but what 21-year-old turns down a free 24-pack? They say he was just a normal kid, a mama's boy who was just unlucky. Police have made 2 arrests, but the investigation is ongoing and further arrests and charges can't be ruled out.